Welcome back to another video. Today, we're diving into a name that has captivated audiences for decades, not just with her acting chops, but with her commanding presence and elegant charm. Téa Leoni, known for her roles in films like Deep, Impact, Spanglish, and the critically acclaimed series Madam Secretary. Téa has always managed to strike a perfect balance between grace, power, and subtle allure. Recently, a new wave of attention has swirled around the actress after a fresh batch of photos surfaced online, prompting fans and media outlets alike to revisit her enduring magnetism. These images, while tasteful and refined, sparked a ripple of excitement, reminding everyone that style and confidence often say more than anything else ever could. Taken at a recent high-profile event, the photos capture Leoni in a minimalist yet bold outfit that played with texture and form, showing just enough to spark curiosity but leaving the rest to imagination, an art she has mastered over years in the spotlight. The internet, of course, reacted quickly. Social media platforms buzzed with commentary not just on her appearance, but on how effortlessly she continues to defy the typical Hollywood aging narrative. At 58, Téa Leoni isn't just surviving in an industry obsessed with youth. She's thriving, rewriting the rulebook on how mature women can be perceived in the public eye. Her look in those photos was more than just fashion-forward. It was a statement. The way she carried herself, confident posture, subtle smile, and those eyes that seemed to see through the noise was what truly turned heads. It wasn't about revealing too much or pushing boundaries for shock value. Rather, it was about owning her image and making a statement without saying a single word. That is precisely why these photos have become the topic of conversation, not because they expose, but because they express. It's important to understand that Téa Leoni's career has always reflected her strength and individuality. Whether portraying complex characters in political thrillers or charming audiences in romantic comedies, she brings an unmistakable energy to every role. And that same energy is what shines through in these recent pictures. While many celebrities chase the trends or try to mimic the it looks of the moment, Leoni seems to chart her own course. Her choice of attire in these photos, a sleek, monochromatic ensemble with daring cuts and a hint of old Hollywood glam, reflects not just fashion sense, but personal evolution. She isn't trying to recapture youth. She's redefining maturity. The comments from fans ranged from admiration for her timeless beauty to appreciation for how she embodies confidence without being flashy. Téa Leoni always keeps it classy. One user wrote. Another added, "She doesn't need to try hard, she just is." Behind the glamour and lights, there's a deep story. Téa's public life has seen its share of challenges, from highly scrutinized relationships to the pressures of a fast-paced industry. But she's always approached fame on her own terms, often stepping back from the limelight to focus on family and personal fulfillment. Perhaps that's what gives her this magnetic presence. She doesn't need to be seen. So when she is, it feels intentional, rare, and impactful. The photos that spark the conversation aren't just viral moments. They're glimpses into a persona that's become increasingly rare in Hollywood, one of quiet power. And in an age where so much is about overexposure, a little mystery goes a long way. This resurgence of interest in Téa Leoni also raises broader conversations around age, beauty, and representation in media. For years, the entertainment industry sidelined women as they grew older, reducing them to background roles or stripping them of the glamour they once embodied. But actresses like Leoni are challenging that narrative. The attention around her recent appearance isn't fueled by nostalgia, but by present-day relevance. She isn't just remembered, she's admired, and that admiration spans generations. Whether it's younger fans discovering her work for the first time or longtime followers thrilled to see her stepping back into the spotlight, the message is clear. Téa Leoni remains a force to be reckoned with. Interestingly, while the photos may have made headlines for their bold composition, they also sparked renewed interest in her past projects. Viewership numbers for Madam Secretary saw a noticeable uptick across streaming platforms in recent days, and several of her films climbed trending lists. It's a reminder that charisma doesn't fade, it evolves. And when someone like Téa Leoni takes center stage, even momentarily, audiences are reminded of why they admired her in the first place. There's something refreshing about a public figure who doesn't rely on gimmicks, but rather on poise, authenticity, and a well-earned reputation. In a world where viral photos are often fleeting, the buzz surrounding Téa Leoni feels different. It's less about shock and more about appreciation. It's a celebration of a woman who continues to command attention not by chasing it, but by being true to herself. The photos may have left little to the imagination, but they also revealed a lot about elegance, self-assurance, and the enduring power of presence. As fans continue to share and discuss the images, one thing is clear: Téa Leoni hasn't just returned to the public eye, she's reminded everyone why she's never really left.